Hey guys, what's going on? This is Terrence Ray. Got another stock market update for you. Right now, we're showing that the VIX is turning positive right now. We got a VIX that's up about 2%. We got the S&P futures are down. They just made a move down. I don't know if some news has come out, but that move down a quarter of a percent, about 15 handles. NASDAQ futures are down 64 handles. Dow futures down 94. Russell futures are down 14 handles. So that's what I want to see. I got the Russell futures out front. And when I say that's what I want to see, not necessarily that the market is down per se, it's more so that the Russell futures are leading the way. So, if you listen to me on a regular basis, I like to see which way the Russell futures are going. And if they're pointing and they're leading the way in any direction, then that's gonna pretty much like let me know what way the overall market is going. We got oil. Oil is green today. Oil has been, and I'm looking at /CL. Oil had been down the past few days. Look like it's found a nice little support area. We can see right here in this hole. We got nice little gap. Look like it's trying to fill that gap area. I wouldn't trade anything in here, honestly. Uh, I'm not quite sure if I have a take a look at. Let's take a look at the gold futures. We got gold futures. Now gold is getting smacked around right now. It's down about a percent and a half currently. 28 handles over here. So gold is getting smacked around. But you can see that we had a massive move so far in gold as it was moving to the upside. We got it hitting our Fibonacci extension level up here at the top of the 1618. So it's almost expected that once it hits this level that we would get a turnaround. If I were to look at the MACD up here, we could see that we got a little slight divergence. So you got higher level right here on the MACD than you have here. So we got a slight divergence. Um, the financials are down, so the XLF. So we got financials down, we got energy down. So it's looking like, and if I look down here, the advanced decline line, the majority of the stacks, excuse me, not stacks, the majority of the stocks are below. So we got, so that's out of the S&P 500. So the majority of the stocks are below the advanced decline line. So we look like we're setting up for when I was getting ready to do this video, it looked flat. So it looks like maybe some news or something came across the wire recently. But what I really wanted to talk about, I seen some news come out that Moderna but it says Moderna taps IBM to explore quantum computing and generative AI for mRNA science. And I automatically went and looked at uh, the ticker for Moderna. So let's pull that up. And that's mRNA. And I still see this stock going down a little bit further if you ask me. It's not, I got a little bit further on my Fibonacci extension level. It doesn't mean that it's going to get all the way down here, but um, it's something that I will watch once it gets around this level down here. That price level is, maybe 110, 120, 120. Because you got some gaps up here that need to fill in. That doesn't mean that they're gonna go right there. But this is all, I mean, just if you can catch it down right around here, around start to buy in at 120, somewhere around that range, I'll look at maybe trying to get long this stock. I thought maybe with that news that maybe you'd get a bump. Let's take a look at IBM. IBM is down as well. I'm not interested in trying to pick a bottom. Excuse me. I'd rather like try to see if it when it gets ready to turn up again, no pun intended, um, with it being below in the MACD, I'm not interested in that. I just think that I thought that was a kind of a weird headline for me with everything, seeing everything that's going on with AI, and to see that, you know, Moderna is getting into it as well with IBM. I'm anxious to see what, reading this just says Moderna, a biotechnology company pioneering messenger RNA, which is what the mRNA stands for. That's what that M is, messenger RNA, therapeutics and vaccines, and IBM today announced an agreement under which Moderna will explore next generation technologies, including quantum computing and artificial intelligence, to advance and accelerate mRNA research and science. Hey, we just have to wait and see what happens. Obviously, you gotta be careful what you say, um, so you don't get your video taken down. But you already know with me. So those of you that know me, and if you don't know me, yeah, use your imagination. This ain't um I'm not excited about that headline, right? I'll trade this stuff and try to make a little money off of it, show you guys how we can profit off the stock. But that don't, I don't know. I'm not excited about that headline. So we'll wait. I won't prejudge. We'll wait and see what comes of it and see what they release, what they're actually gonna do, team up and do. Let's get to let's take a look at a trade that I put on early this morning. I got up early this morning, right? And I was up around, I don't know, about 2:30 Eastern time, 3 o'clock, and I really couldn't sleep. So I don't know everybody else. I know me. I pull up. I open the app. I open my app, and so I look at like the currency pairs. And so I pulled up and look at, because the dollar. Let's pull up the dollar. The dollar's been getting killed, of course. All the news on everybody um, saying the dollar is going to zero, and the bricks is going to replace us and everything else, right? So I'll look at the currency pairs. Currency pairs like to move um, when that euro session opens. And I just, remember that from, my Forex days. I first got into trading, like losing money on Forex, honestly. And you can see the dollar from up here at its highs right around almost 115 to where we at now, 101. You can see it down here making lows. So if I know the dollar is down and making lows, then if you're looking at the pairs that are paired with it, they should be making highs, right? If they're paired against it. And so I came over here and I looked at the euro at first. Um, Here go the euro futures. Looked at the pound futures, whereas this is where I put my trade on at. Um, Now looking at it right now, you can see it was down. I was up a little bit. Um, this dotted line right here is where I put on the trade. And you can see I got my stop up here below this, above this high, and I'm gonna take profit down here. So I'm basically just looking at like a B equals CD pattern. And so all that looks like is something like so. And that's a harmonic pattern. And a lot of times you'll get that in a correction phase of an impulse. So basically, this is your up move, right? This is your uptrend. And so the AB pattern, AB equals CD pattern would come in as far as the retracement of the initial impulse. So impulse up, 1, 2, 3, and then you get 1, 2, 3, and it'll retrace a certain percentage of the impulse move. So it'll look something like this. So you get your A, B, C, and then we should have another um right here. All the way, it'd be somewhere down in here, and it'd be It'll be something. I think I jacked that up. Let's see. Should be something like so. Come on. Yeah, it'll look something like this. That's if it forms. Because you'll have a triangle here, like basically one, two, three, and then you'll have another down move from here to finish that. So this level from top to bottom should equal this level from here to here, wherever it ends at. I just put it over there. It may end right here or something like that, but then that's how it'll be. And then that'll be a certain percentage of this whole move. So you could still get something down into here and then the market just turn up. There ain't no guarantee. It may come down to here and then turn and then make its up move, right? So with seeing something like that, that's gonna lead me to believe that the dollar could see some more downward action. So as this is coming down though, we should be able to get a retracement in our dollar. So we should be able to see, let's move this a little closer. We should be able to see the dollar move up a little bit while the British pound is coming down. Ideally, that's what I would like to see. And then once it hits, you got a little resistance it'll hit right here. So once it hits here and slows up, then my pound trade should be somewhere right around in here for me to take profit. And I just put that bracket order on and it'll close me out. Like either I'm gonna win on this trade or I'm gonna lose. If it goes up here, I lose. It comes out here, I'm gonna win. Now this is a flat out trade. I came over to, so if you hit the trade tab on TastyTrade and come over to the active, you can come over here and place your trades over here. And you can, when you're trading futures, you can just come over here and click sell, buy, and you can move it around where you wanna get in at. And so this is a straight out like future trade, not an option at all. To me, it's just a little easier when I got exact places where I want to be in or out. Now I could have came up here and sold a, you can sell a call or a call spread, but you would have had to do it in the, that was instead of doing it in the mini or micro. I'm sorry, come over here and just came in here and sold a call or a call spread. Came over here and sold maybe the 1.26. It's gonna margin you about 3 grand. Um, taking in about 419 in premium. Or you could have bought the wing, have a defined risk, 150. I probably would have came a little closer, came to that there. You can see right here where so it almost looks as if people are I almost willing to bet that they selling this call right here, or possible. Let me look and see. Let's see what that. So if I was to do something like so, let's do this. Let's see. Let's see where from this level where the 1618 is projected out at. Got a level up here. So hey, they could be buying this. They could have bought that call, saying that this is gonna go higher at some point over the next 49 days. It's not a bad trade. Me personally, I would rather wait until it hits down here somewhere. I want to see it come down here and hit. Now we do got a crossover on the MACD too. So now that doesn't necessarily guarantee that it's gonna go there, but I didn't even look at it from that standpoint. I just put the short on this morning. So if I bought this call, if I joined in, it cost me buying that call. Only the buying power effect is only gonna be 41. So you're only gonna get margin 41.25 to buy that call. Max loss is $331. Now let's see what it'd be in the money if you hit that. Mm, So I'm doing is looking at the max loss. If it's in the money, it says 925. So you probably could double your money off that trade if you hit it. If you hit it, that's not a bad trade though. So if I get If I get this move down here to around this area, I want to see it first. I'm already short, right? So looking at it, I'm just gonna hold my short position and stay in it and see if I can get it to come down here, maybe down here. If I get a touch here, then I may turn around and then look at buying that call somewhere up in here. But since I'm already short, it's not like I'm down a whole lot. I'm just down like a dollar, what, $1.87 literally. So, yeah, who knows? I may if I change this trade around, maybe I'll do another video showing you guys buying that call option. I'd rather buy the call option instead of buying it and getting long. Make more money if you're gonna take that risk. You gotta get a bigger bang for your buck. Let's take a look at Tesla. I did want to take a look at Tesla because Tesla did gap down below this triangle. I put a chart out. I don't have it highlighted anymore. If you first of all, guys, you watching the video, hit the like button and subscribe. I um I did put a chart out in the community tab where I had, and you can go back and look and you can see it. I deleted it, but I deleted it off the chart. I had the this area right here highlighted. So you can see this gap. This is a gap from January 25th where it gapped up and then took off. Now, this gap looks like, will it hold this support, or will Tesla come on down and fill this gap the account ahead of the decision, excuse me, not the decision, the earnings. I bought I bought some shares. I'm got a new computer, so I'm looking at it, making sure that everything that the broadcast is up to par. But yeah, I did buy some shares of Tesla ahead of this, so I'm down a little bit on it. I didn't buy a whole lot, just something just to be in it. And so obviously I'm holding it. I'm not getting out. I don't think Tesla will go to zero. But looking at this right here, but we do have a gap here, right? So at some point, I do think Tesla will fill this gap. So that's why if you're down like me, I'm not gonna sell out of it. If anything, I'll wait to see if it fills this gap here, and then I may buy a little bit more and dollar cost average in. I do think, and let's see, I'll show you what ideally this high right here, it has retraced almost like 50% or half of of this move from here to here. And if we're looking at this, you can see right here on the MACD, see this low right here? This low right here is lower than this low and this low. So that would be that's divergence, meaning it was more momentum to this down move. Let's move it out. Let's go out 2 years. You have more momentum from here to here, right, than any of these down moves. So that's letting you know that it lost steam. It started losing steam, kept going down more, right? But it was losing steam momentum wise. And then we got a triangle here. So it's, of course, I'm talking my book because I'm telling you that I am long some Tesla, that I'm banking on this being a false breakout to the downside and we get some type of move down in here and then come up because we also got a gap up here. And I do think at some point you're going to get a gap fill here, right? So you get a gap fill here at some point. Now, the key, obviously, to being able to hold is not to have too much risk on. Don't be in a trade where you got so much on that you can't sit through the downtrend. All right, you can't sit through. So obviously I'm gonna sit through some of this. I'm just cleaning this up. My OCD be messing with me. I had to have it perfect. There you go. So, you know, you gotta be if you got too much into this trade, then as it goes down, then you're gonna be panicking. And whenever you trade too big, you end up selling at the wrong place, right? You sell at your max pain. Man, I can't take no more pain. I got to get out. That's why you don't put more into the trade than you can afford to sit through. Like, I'm comfortable if this went to zero and I lost the whole thing, I would be fine with that, right? And so you gotta be, even though I do not think that Tesla would go to zero. We'd have to have a real crash. And if that was to happen, then a lot of other stuff would be going on as well. And that would probably be the least of my worries at that point. Now we see right now today. Now, if you also guys, know I do the expected move for the week on the SPX. Here's the expected moves right here for the SPX, and you can see we're right within these ranges. I don't think that I don't think we're gonna. I don't even know if we'll make it to either side. So we may just stay within this range. Let's pull this up on. Let's see what we're looking like on the 1 minute. Let's pull up a 1 minute chart. So here we go. This was the opening today, and you can see we kind of like bouncing back and forth in between the little range right here. Had this little sell off right when I started the video. Now it looks like we're making a little up move. Might just stay. Might be range bound for the rest of the session. So, with that being said, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I am thinking about coming on and doing a live um later on tonight. Probably be something late tonight. Um, and I might do a live session. So be looking out for that. I will put it out. If you're subscribed to the channel, then you'll see that. And then I'm gonna talk about some other issues, some other things. It's gonna be, I try to keep everything market related, and we'll do some lives, and we'll talk about a little crypto. I got some stuff I want to throw out there about crypto and decentralization and what's going on with Gary Gensler and them, being questioned, and them trying to decide whether it's a commodity, um, or whether it's a security. I think that's pretty interesting, and I would, I'm kind of curious to what a crypto maximalist, like, what would you really, what do you want out of this, right? I'll tell you what I think you should want. So tune in for that later on. And with that, guys, I'm gonna be out. Peace.